think it's going to be... How do you expect this lane to go, right? Because it is difficult, right? You've got the Faceless Void, you've got the Witch Doctor, I'm assuming, that are going to be paired together. So naturally, he's...
Be active early. He doesn't have that big incentive to join the fight right now.
Bottom lane, plays being made on Ramses. And land the Maledict, which they do have. They have a pretty big nuke amount of damage. But the follow-up is here from VP. GPK getting into position, opened up with that tornado throw right back over onto Mickey. They want this kill. They run on through, and he's already used the Fairy Fire. They're still going to manage to get the kill on Mickey. Now Insania running for his life. Hakoda, he's already used all of his spells at this point, so he's not going to be able to go for the Glimpse play back. Does have the kinetic field. And he'll be able to buy a bit more time. Insania, he's thinking about going back. Matu's here, though. They have to be a little bit careful. As he uses the time dilation. Zai looking for the opening will be able to slow Yamich. But the rest of the team on the side of VP, they're happy with being able to get the kill on Mickey, so they're just going to back off.
Still win for VP there. Getting the Shadow Fiend kill is really huge for them. They're going to look to fight for sure. Oh, we're going to see Disruptor go a little bit deep.
That's not their choice to fight. That was... an unfortunate series of events. Is over on the side, Timber Chain out, but the hook coming out from Foxy. Also the follow. They'll be able to clean him up. A little bit of damage being placed out from Zai, but DM, he's a big tanky boy. He has some assistance from GPK. They're very happy with this pickoff.
Yeah, it's a good pick-off, but in the end, it's just a one-for-one trade, so not too much done, and Liquid invested more time and resources moving more heroes over, whereas VP, you asked me how they're going to play. I think they're going to play exactly like they're doing here, which is not too stressed. They were still farming bottom with their...
Matu going to get glimpsed back, but they do have Foxy, and they've got Mickey. You know what? Mickey doesn't care if he's silenced up. He's just going to click you down.
He still does a lot of right-click damage, of course, but he is going to build into this controlled Shadow Fiend with BKB, Blink, and Hex. Probably going to go for the Swift Blink at some point this game too, and we can expect to see him late game going Refresher. I think all of this is because he wants lockdown against Morphling. This is purely a reaction when you see Morphling. You need more control. He doesn't want to just try and right-click win against Morphling because that's very difficult.
Up in the bottom lane, GPK has got that ghost walk up currently. He's gonna try to make some moves over onto Zai. That Spirit Vessel charge follow with the meatball, but the hook shot over onto the back lines. Poxy will be able to push GPK back as Monty pops the BKB. He's making his way over to GPK. He's gonna be able to help get the kill. Poxy's gonna get the final hit. As now DM is going to TP out, but they'll use the Chronos here. They say, you're not going anywhere. Again, that Maledict coming into play, the Voodoo Switcheroo, trying to get as much damage off to TM as possible, and they'll be able to finally slay the Timbersaw after he's made it out alive multiple times. Cardio, but clearly he has some schmoves. GPK throwing out the tornado into the Roche pit. Pulverize comes off immediately over here onto Foxy. They'll fall the BKB on Matu.
Oh, that's an early BKB. Bit of a window here for VP.
Sitting a little bit low. DM jumping forward. That BKB getting popped from DM. The glimpse back over onto Matu though into the static storm. This is looking pretty scary now as they use the shoot stick over onto Ramsey the Matu. He will indeed pop to GPK. DM chasing after Zai. We've got such a split fight here. The attention though going over to the side. They'll be able to grab up Lakota. They'll finish him off. But the follow-up again with another tornado. Delta split going on. Follow-up with the Sunstrike. Not going to be able to quite land. It is now Ramsey's making his way over to these supports on the side of Liquid. Gets a kill on Zai. Though, and they'll pulverize Boxy. Can they grab Insania? It's looking like they should be able to. Yeah, a couple cuts from the big old blade of Timbersaw will finish him, and they can make their way over into the pit now.
Beautiful fight there by VP, and the fact that Matumba was baited to use his BKB early, they backed out and didn't give him a chance to get a good chrono off, and then with the glimpse, due to that ward that they still had, we were talking about this ward and its importance. That ward allowed for Disruptor to get a glimpse, pulling back the no BKB Void, dropping the Static Storm, and they just kill him cleanly. From there on, the fight is already despair.
You see Zai's birds almost getting ripped apart here. Go in, try to make the play. Almost managing to do the damage to Yamish, but still gonna end up being the Radiant who takes the Aegis and puts it on Ram.
Shard, I wonder. They have the Shard over on Morphling now, but he already has one.
Question.
Should probably pass it over to the Timbersaw, the Invoker, or multiple heroes.
Hook shots in, grabs DM. Matu coming forward, realizes it's, oh, there it is, there's that silence we talked about with the ads. They just rip apart Matu. Pagoda will die, but he's already done what is needed during this fight. The trample coming through here from Yamich, are chasing after Zai, chasing after Boxy. They managed to get their hands on Boxy with that over at Mickey standing on the back lines along with Insania. Insania's got a cast available. They're going to go for the play here, get the Maledict off and follow up with some of these hits. A nice play from Mickey. He's just going to teleport out though. He's more than happy with what he got. And Zai drops the birds, tries to make his way out. Now Insania, he is going to get left behind. That Buddha restoration is very pretty, but it is not going to do enough to save you from the likes of these three.
Yeah, they did the best they could in this fight, but the fact that they went in with the Faceless Void and didn't immediately use BKB, that puts him at great danger. If Disruptor is nearby and he has that telescope, he can easily reach with ulti. Still going high ground here, VP.
John, pop the Lincolns over on Ramses. Put out the sheep stick. Back lines though, GPK smells blood in the water. He's just sitting at about half health. How do they get in there? Because look at Hakoda. He knows that he's got to be in position. And Monty's got to be careful. He's got to make sure that he can get that BKB in time. Zip forward and back. Yamich, there it is. There's the Chronosphere on the back line. He pops the BKB. Doing so much damage to GPK. He is going to die. Find back though immediately from Yamich, from GPK. Zai left over on the the chase into the pit. Mickey trying to get some of this damage on. Static Storm gets dropped over onto Mickey. Yamich jumping in, but it's not enough. They get the kill over on Hakoda. Now GPK, he popped back. He can't afford to die. There's Monty wails away on him. Try to keep this information. They get that deafening blast. A couple more hits should be able to do the trick. And by God, they have it as they get multiple buybacks. The fight is still going. They find themselves down. She's running for it. Like they do manage to get Mickey, but Mickey buying back immediately as well. Very little mana left over on the others. Ramses is left off to the side. Side trying to do what he can. He'll end up getting a cover. They're still chasing after Ramses. There's the hook shot though coming out from Foxy. He gets his hands right onto this morph and they'll drop the rock. They're gonna push back over onto this morphling, but he's just so damn hard to kill. Yamich jumping back in, sees himself. Foxy, he's got the pulverize. They've got Scotty damage. Do they go back in? Those questions. Foxy, he's somehow still alive after all is said and done. Is he gonna survive as he makes it out as they chase after Yamich? They'll just jump forward. Matu gets himself. GPM is here. He's taking so much punishment, so much damage. Forces out that Lotus. Or Ramses forced to run away again. And what a
Waste your Aegis timing as they have a good advantage, but they're still 10,000 gold behind. They're in a good position right now, but that will switch. Once the Aegis is gone, it's again going to be VP who are quite comfortable in this game.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
team's going to Power Rangers TP home. VP playing this bottom part of the map. DM will walk into Matu here, and there's immediately the blink with the sheep stick. The BKB comes out from Matu. He's gonna just use that Chronosphere. You have to be careful though. The rest of the team, are they gonna come back? No, they just realized we gotta leave them. We're not gonna take this fight. Okay, ooh. He thought about TPing out and he saw that one. He's like, nope, 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 I'm just gonna blink away. And Matu's still on the hunt. Again, he does have a refresher orb. He finds himself a Hakoda. He's gonna go for that refresher orb just in case. Starts beating away over onto Hakoda. Should be able to get this kill, no problem, as now GPK.
I knew this was gonna be good, and we're gonna see a fight again here.
They have a silver edge though. They're gonna open up over onto DM. They'll fall with the Chronosphere. They grab Hakoda off immediately. Yamich gonna get cleaned up on the back line. DM has already used that BKB, but the bashes come out. Left with Aeon. Just keep him up just a little longer. Ramses doesn't really want to be here because with a Requiem Assault, they'll be able to kill DM. 2 dead over on the side of VP. 3 technically, but we do have a buyback. And we still have another Chrono with this refresher. They need to be careful. Ramses hiding in the tree line with GPK. Gets the Alacrity off the jump over onto Mickey immediately. But there it is, a Chrono over onto 3. They grab them. They should be able to blow up GPK. And now they want Ramses. Are they going to be able to have the damage? Are they going to be able to do it? They call GG. They know. Foxy does get a find on Yamich here in the top lane. Get the roar off. So it's a nice quick pick off. Talked about how these kills are helping catapult Matu forwards. Nice scout out, and of course Boxy working towards that. Oh, he's changed his mind. Okay, he had the blink dagger queued up, but no, he changed his mind again.
Put it back again. Yeah.
I'm being trolled.
GPK coming in around here with the BKB. Could look for a big fight with this disruptor, but they don't see many heroes on the map now.
A gift from the tempest of battle.
They're gonna back up, they're gonna chill. Meanwhile, of course, Liquids, they're not on the map because they're also smoking, so they're smoking over towards top. And looks like it's gonna be a tier 2 versus tier 2 siege. Both teams quite fast at pushing. One side has the Bear, one side has the DP ulti and the Fury Entrance.
Under attack. Dire's
Bottom one probably goes down a little bit faster. In fact,
They also don't have
how fast
glyph.
it's melting.
Yeah, that's the difference. No glyph means this tower falls immediately.
Radiant's
Does VP come up and defend this then, or do you think they push further?
I think they all would need to go there if they wanted to. I would probably keep going a bit instead of going top. It's dangerous to TP into an
Run! Run, Punch! There's the toss back though, over onto Yamich. Immediately followed with the auto toss to get a boot off. Yamich is no longer available. Zai sitting outside of this Roche pit. Tries to go for that splitter. Not going to be able to quite land it, but Zai gets trampled on his way through. As he's going to have to use the Yules, try to survive. Makoto will end up falling. They're doing a decent amount of damage though from GPK as he comes onto the backline. They get the kill over onto Zai, but Matu runs into the pit, manages to get the kill on Roshan after all those exorcism ghosts are done, and gets himself an Aegis to boot.
Oh my god.
Oh, that would have been so sick. Able to get perhaps better positioning. They'll use the Heaven's Halberd over on the Bear. I think that's a good call considering how much damage he's been able to do. And GBK jumping onto the back line, so it does find Insania, but Insania still alive because of a good avalanche. But there it is. Ramsey's jumping in. EKB hopping over here on the side of GPK. So is Ramsey. They want to try to take out this Bear. They know that that's a lot of that damage. So they'll end up getting it. There's a hit though over onto Yamich. They'll want to fear out. Get that kill again. As Monty is sitting so very low. He's trying to survive, but GPK, he runs through. They'll be able to get the kill. Ramsey's ticking down from too much damage coming out from Zai. They're not able to take him out fast enough. Mickey barely alive over here on the side. Look at that beautiful split earth as the clean up too on the side of VP.
Oh my god, these fights are so crazy. It's just everyone
so cool.
running right on top of each other. It's absolute chaos.
Now Liquid has had the time to get the items that they need. Zai blinking forward. Oh my goodness. Running right in mid-game though. Looking for the hook. He's going to get science turns back around. Has to dismember over on DM as they stun GPK up with an avalanche. EKB's coming out from both sides now. Is Boxy in the middle of everyone. They drop the static storm. They'll get the kill on Boxy. Mickey also going to fall now because he was very early on. Zai though, again, look at this guy. He's being allowed to get so much out of these fights as he's chasing after DM and GPK. A little bit of a save over on the backline from Insania, trying to keep Matu alive as Zai splitting this fight, but Matu gets held up into the trees, not going to survive. As now Zai, he's gone too far. He's too far alone. He is going to end up finally falling, and Virtus.pro will hit back very nicely with
Radiant's top tower.
Now we'll go down. DM realizing there's Nikkei over here. They'll drop the static storm, but again, Nikkei doesn't care too much, especially when you've got that save coming into play as they jump onto Insania on the back lines. Not gonna be able to quite finish him off though, but they do go for the refresher. The hold over onto GPK though. It's a little bit scary as the Bear just chewing away, but they need to get more damage because Zai, he's sitting so low. He's putting out as much bursts as he can. Does have the heal up. They'll end up finally taking down GPK. They're chasing after Yamich. Yamich is not going to be able to just fight and stand toe to toe with Ramsey. Man fighting against Zai. Again, that disruption doing so much. A hit over onto Ramsey. Okay, that's going to be the first light. Toss back up into the air. They're going to be able to finish off Yamich. They're waiting patiently. Split Earth up over onto Ramsey. Left to dismember.
Oh, they're going high ground right now.
They are indeed going high ground. They might force out a buyback from GPK or Yamich. Saw the Ember earlier, and I think I said he was a core, but not used to seeing the position for Ember in this particular patch.
Yeah. Might not have too much success in this game. Toss back.
Oh, toss back on DM. Drops the silence, but they've got so much damage. It doesn't matter. DM is just trying to climb himself away, but they have the damage. He is dead for 79 seconds. He could buy back if he wanted to. We'll see GPK on the Primal Beast. He's going to be up in about 6 seconds.
Matilda says go throne.
They're going full throne. Yeah, they're thinking about it. They need to get a little bit more damage over here on the tower. That will force out the buyback on DM. DM, he does not have the exorcism up for another 10 seconds. There's a chunk, though, coming out from GPK. Toss up into the air from Foxy, trying to keep Insania alive. Not going to be able to quite do it. He picks up the Bear, starts slamming him back in forward. But look at this damage coming out from his side. He's just dancing circles around. He gets a kill on GPK. The duo buyback will end up losing Mickey. Not looking good now for Zai. He is left all alone. He's trapped in the trees. Has another play here with the Yule Scepter, but everybody just keeping back with all these ghosts. They'll be...
Okay,
Bear.
I
mean, it's all right, but Matu now dragged back into that Agnum Storm. But Mickey finding the open on Hakoda, immediately going to be able to take out the supports. Now Over on the back line, Boxy separated that roar though with the axe. Mickey thinking about going back in, but they have the BKB. They pick up Mickey. They just shake him to death. And they'll end up losing the punch. Zai again though, so far onto this back line. Uses the use. He's got the help. They'll end up losing Boxy. They're going to try to burst out GPK. Do they have the Matu? Trying to close the gap, trying to do it, but he cannot do it. That's the not with DM right there. And they try to save him, but they cannot do it. And they'll end up losing Zai. Buybacks coming out from the side of Team Liquid. They're not really going to give up Boxy. Finding the opening over onto GPK. They get the kill, but they're going to end up losing Boxy. He did buy back for this. Tried to make the play over onto DM. Weren't able to finish him off in time. Drams is doing so much damage over here. You've got Insania. He's hiding in the back. Zai going forward. He's trying to just get them off of these buildings. He doesn't want to allow them to pass because they don't have buyback over on the punch. They don't have the pulverize onto the back line. They see as Insania. They'll rip him apart. And even though Zai is healing, he just cannot heal enough. A little bug here as Mickey does it. Oh, the nice grouping up here though with those cogs. They put out a decent amount of damage over to Yamich. Is it enough though to keep Mickey alive? Good cookie hop. He's got to get out on stage so that they have that glimpse. So they'll end up losing Mickey. They'll end up losing Insania. Nice strike it back from the side of VP.
Yeah, they want to go Roche right now. They have the damage. They have a lot of damage between SF and Luna. Aura is level 2 already, and they're just going to go straight in for it. Don't see how they can contest this without Chronosphere and with Tiny dead.
Yeah, you're seeing that they're not even really paying much attention over to that area. Zai's just continuing to farm up. He's got a BKB queued. He's trying to safely push out this wave here, but need to just back off as they come out of that pit.
Yeah, so now they decide to put it on the Shadow Fiend.
Under attack.
Pressure on into the mid lane. They do have the Chronosphere available. They also have Snapfire Kisses if they want to try to make any sort of a play. But it seems like they just want to focus up on this BKB. That is the priority. They have enough to pick up the Ogre Club. Sorry, the Ogre Axe.
Yeah, he's closing in, but he still has a long way to go. And it seems like right now, GPK, he knows where Matumman is. He's drawing. He's like, let's go there. Let's find him. Some nice scribbles down here on the minimap.
You can definitely, his spidey sense is tingling on Matu. He's already hiding in the tree line. He's like, something doesn't quite seem right. But he's gonna come back out. That's ooh, this might be a dead Matumba, man.
Spidey senses versus greed. Oh.
They see him. Can they get there fast enough? Can they get the hook shot? They get the hook shot over onto Matu. Battery assault plus elusive beam. He's gonna try to run away over here to the corner. We'll end up getting glimpsed back, and they just have so much. The AoE coming off from the side of Liquid. Rocket, they can see that size there.
That dire ward next to Roshan that they put. Really crucial vision.
If you want to pop the BKB and get into the pit with the Chrono, but yeah, look, okay, they bait out the follow-up though here from Yamish. They'll be able to go and grab the Aegis, so even though they force GPK to pop the BKB in anticipation, they'll still manage to come out ahead with the Aegis pickup and the Roshan kill.
Force the GPK BKB. Yeah, they did force that. Very nice by VP though. That was very methodical, just sending the Visage down to bottom, and of course when anyone showed bottom, they immediately just went for the Roshan as expected. Liquid were not in time to punish. So it feels like they're very steadily just falling more and more behind, and even though Matumbaman has that Mjolnir, has the BKB, it feels like he's not gonna have enough damage to kill the Luna on his own, and there's still the SF as well. Both of them are building up to be these huge threats, and over on the side of Liquid, we don't really have the same thing. This Tiny, Mickey is not really having a game here because only 12,000 net worth, still no Aghanims, 1,000 gold away, and he won't have it by the time they go high ground if they go soon enough.
So what's ended up being the issue for Mickey here, that he's just had not necessarily a bad game, but just not a present game?
A little bit of the overextensions earlier that they made. They were diving deep under tier 1 tower mid, for instance. Tiny relies on getting kills.
Fight coming up here. Get this fight over onto Boxy. Okay, just sits back. They'll go in and grab some of these birds, but that's not really where you want to be because now Zai is stuck in the trees. Look at this damage coming out. Oh my god, Zai is just absolutely obliterated. In comes the Luna. He's cleaning up. The buybacks come out immediately. immediately. Liquid not happy that they got caught with the pants down here.
Are fortified.
They're split pushing with Void right now. They're trying to trade some damage.
Radiant's
But
bottom
this Luna, again, if it's a mid-game Luna, you win a fight on the enemy side of the map, you're gonna end up losing lots of buildings. So, you know, Matu is doing the best that he can, but I don't know. I don't think you win this trade.
Dire's
Yeah, he's
top
TPing home now,
barracks are under
or he wants to. Oh wait, he doesn't. Oh, he doesn't have TP.
Oh my god, what? He doesn't have TP?
He doesn't have TP.
Oh my god, this is
Oh,
looking
they did.
very, very bad for Liquid right now. I can't believe he doesn't have it.
Running.
Dire's
He's
top
definitely coming through from the other side. Perhaps he can catch them, but they are smoked up over onto the back lines. Opening Static Storm. All right, there we go. BKB and Foxy over here will be able to take down the Aegis first time, but they'll clean up over on the Snapfire. And now it's just Matu. He's kind of stuck in an awkward position. We'll go for the Chronosphere, but everything is happening at different points. As I'll throw over here onto the Luna, who's kind of stuck in here. But look at the damage coming out. Matu, he's trying. He does get the matchup, but they call GG. They realize that they